listening to Retro Station, a retro game podcast.
Well, here it is, the end of the the end of the year special.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Retro Station, a retro game podcast. I'm David.
I'm Hilary.
And I'm Steven.
And it is our New Year's special. Hooray. We're going to review some of the stuff that we played this year a little bit, and we're going to talk about the year to come. And, next year will hopefully be even better than this year. There'll be games if it's not. So that's cool. A lot of games, a lot of distractions. We might need them. Before we get into our list, have either of you played anything the last week or so? Heather?
I mostly just played Pokemon Fire Red. I kind of set probably an unrealistic goal of trying to beat it before the new year actually happens. So
you got a few days.
Yeah, I got some time, but we'll see. Like, I was looking at where it was at in the game last night and like how much is left, and I don't think I'll make it back. I think I'll be close. So.
Okay.
Well, I think last time we spoke, you'd just beaten Misty.
Yeah, so since then I've done the SS Anne and defeated the lieutenant guy.
Okay.
So I'm heading to the rock tunnel right now. So
we haven't been doing the podcast all year. I guess we can all answer. Do you guys have any other sort of like gaming goals that you created for yourself this year in any way?
No.
Not really. Yeah. I didn't really either. Well, I sort of did, but I'll talk about that later. What about you, Steve? Did you play anything?
Yeah, I played a lot of stuff. Having kind of a weekish off of not required to play something, I got to play a lot of stuff. I played more Crystallis.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm using an online thing because otherwise it's ridiculous.
Oh, like a strategy kind of guide or what?
Yeah, because I was like, I got to go to this guy's house and beat the guy back that you were talking about, right? Going against the wall, right? And, well, first of all, it's been amazing since I figured out how to save.
Yeah, it's got to help a little bit, yeah.
But I found it very grindy in a way because even using the strategy guide, so to find the guy that you have to push back, he's not there. If he goes straight there, he's not there. You have to go all the way through the forest maze, get to we found out they're dwarves, dwarven village.
Yeah,
not mice.
The people who look like mice people, they're dwarves. I don't know.
And then you have to go back, and then he'll appear.
Oh,
so I don't know if you accidentally stumbled into that.
I probably did. I don't remember what sequence I did it, but most likely.
Right. So, and then to beat him, it requests that you be like level 6. And I've noticed that a lot of like different monsters, you have to be certain levels to even touch. So it's very weird. I found the guy that you were talking about that goes in a circle.
That guy's a pain in the butt.
And the bats. Oh my goodness. But yeah, it's been fun, but a little grindy because like when I first went against the guy you have to push back to the wall, I was only level like 4.5.
Oh yeah, gotcha.
And so I had to grind off of these little. I don't even know what they are. So they almost look like little pigmen that throw axes.
Yeah.
So.
When you did the pushing back thing, I'm wondering how easy you found it because I was using the auto attack, and even still, like it took like a minute or two of kind of going back and forth a little bit before he finally went to the back wall. And I'm like, man, if I had to like hit the attack button the whole time, my finger would have fallen off.
Once I hit level 6, it was just a constant back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder if I was somewhat like under level, but still let me
probably like
do
at
it
level 5.
I was going faster than a human can.
It seems like with that game, like there's definitely a wall where you have to be to a certain level, but like it definitely makes a big jump once you get to that other next level.
Well, it's kind of like some of the bosses. I remember like what I read was that until you're the right level, you'll do 1 hit point. So I guess you could hit it enough to beat it, but
yeah. Well, but even like you might need to be at a certain level to really do damage, but if you're at the Nets level, then you can easily defeat them.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it also recommended that you could use a different sword. But the problem is like, I don't think you can get a sword. I don't think you can, like,
Maybe they meant
the stuff past, like, I don't think you can progress the story enough to get a sword that you need.
Well, maybe they meant like a different like orb because like you have like the wind orb.
Gotcha. It was like a thunder sword.
I can't remember what he did. What did he give you when you beat him? I don't remember. When you push him against the wall.
Telepathy.
Oh, the telepathy. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I played that. I played more on my honor mode of Baldur's Gate 3. I did not fix my TV, so I have been playing it on my small Steam Deck screen attached to my keyboard and mouse. It's been a pain, but not as much of a pain as not playing Baldur's Gate 3, if that makes sense.
Yes.
So, done that. I've gotten a little further in that. And then I also, my on-the-go / in-bed game, when I'm not playing Crystallis, I've been playing Final Fantasy Tactics. I picked that back up.
Oh, nice. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. You said that one makes me kind of sleepy anyway, right? If you're waiting for turns and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know it's not because it's bad. It's just,
Yeah.
everybody's got to do their thing.
I think I'm in chapter 2 and I've unlocked most of the most of the jobs.
Okay.
So.
Right on.
I just got the arithmetic or mathematician, depending on which version you play. But apparently, not apparently, it is like one of the best ones in the game if you can figure it out.
Right. That's what I've heard.
But it's like very slow and very like cumbersome. So I've never used it in previous runs.
Right.
So it's been a little bit of a learning experience.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I think those are the only games.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
So I played just a couple games. I got back and did some more Doki Doki Literature Club, which I haven't touched in a while. I'm still in... I'm trying to figure out the chunk of the story that's after the shit really hits the fan, so I'm still there. Everything is the same, but a little different. And stuff is starting to get real weird, real fast again. I think that the gal I've been courting might be a psychopath. I'm not sure. I don't know what's happening. It's bad. And time is restart. It's wow. Anyway, so I'm doing that. I also played I played the demo for Pragmata, which is called the Pragmata Sketchbook demo, which is weird that they called it that because I wasn't sure it was actually the game demo. I mentioned Pragmata a few episodes ago as far as a game Capcom was coming out with. It's the one where you have like android girl on your back. She's about 5, and she can like hack your enemies and then you can shoot them. So I played that demo. It's about a half-hour demo, and it's pretty cool. Like the hacking's kind of interesting. Like you can shoot the enemies without doing that, but you barely do any damage. But then if you target them when you're close enough, it slows down time, and a grid will show up, and you use the buttons to move this icon left and right, and you have to get it to a certain point, and there's certain icons that'll give you boosts or stop you on that grid. So I don't know what all the boosts even do yet. I haven't figured all that out. But if you get to the right spot, then the bad guys will, like sometimes parts of them will open up and it'll reveal a weak spot, and then you can shoot them and do real damage. It's pretty cool. I liked it. I had fun, and I'm interested in the story. I'm not sure, like if this comes out, I'm assuming somewhere between $60 and $80. I don't know I'd pay that for it necessarily. I think if it gets down to like 40 or below, I might be a lot more interested in checking it out. But it was fun. It was a little choppy at first. I had to turn down settings, and I don't think it's a really demanding game, so I'm thinking it's just because it is a demo version, it's not fully done. But worth checking out. It's a demo, so it's free. So if you're at all curious about it, I would take a look. It's neat. I'm not sold that I'm going to spend full price on it, but it seems cool so far. And that's it for games I played. So, news. Do you have news?
I don't think so.
All right.
I have a little bit of news. Okay. I don't know what news you have.
Just go ahead. I'll just ignore it if you...
Okay.
You go over it.
The Ghost of Yotai won Best PlayStation Award from PlayStation. of the year. So I'm not sure how many games came out this year that were PlayStation exclusives, but I noticed that a lot of people are doing that Obama meme where he's giving an award to himself.
Oh, yeah, because did they publish Ghost of Tsushima?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's like PlayStation's Game of the Year award.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so there's that, which I've heard is a really good movie, or a good game. I haven't played it because it is a PlayStation exclusive, and I don't have a PS10 or whatever they're up to now. So there's that. Other news, the Indie Game Awards happened, and Clair Obscur Expedition 33 did not win. And matter of fact, they got disqualified. I've been hearing a lot of weird things. I've been hearing that it's because they had used Gen AI, and I've been hearing that they lied about using Gen AI, which is weird because I'm not sure where they're getting any of it from. But I don't follow like a lot of the back stuff on the games and stuff like that. But apparently everyone's like, yeah, of course they've used it.
Yeah.
I thought everyone knew that. But the one that what makes it weird is Blueprints one, which I've also heard is a pretty good game. Like, apparently it's like a detective type
I'm
game.
not familiar, but
they use AI. So I'm not sure.
It might be them revealing, like they're up front of like,
Right.
yes, we used.
That's possible but yeah, it's a weird thing that's been going on, but it's fine.
yeah.
Clair Obscur already won so many awards that
I don't think they're gonna cry over it too much.
no. And there's been a lot of people that are like, oh, Clair Obscur shouldn't be considered an indie game, things like that. But it's like you can't really, I don't know. It'd be curious to see like what the rule sets are, because it was a brand new company doing a brand new game with a minimum amount of people.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. You can't. I don't know. It's weird because
Like, they're
like you
getting
can't
credit
define
because
what.
they
Yeah.
did a good game.
Right.
The other thing is, like, I mentioned a couple times on the channel about not loving when companies use AI for stuff. I don't know to what extent. Clair Obscur even did. I mean, who knows? And I understand, like, trying to encourage them to not do that in the future. I think that's reasonable. But I also don't want to like be like, oh, fully blanket, don't buy anything that uses any AI anywhere, because I guarantee you, not having played it, but just from what I know from you, Clair Obscur was not written by AI. Clair Obscur was written by people who have a good sense of what it takes to move a person, right? Like, you want to support them, right? Like, so if Clair Obscur is something that appeals to you, I wouldn't say don't buy it just because they use some AI, because then the people who did that great job writing it, they don't get supported. So I don't know, like, you pick your battles here.
Yeah, I think it was some background art stuff, but I'm not positive. I don't know.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm not gonna not play it just because of that. Like,
You're gonna not play it because you're backlogged.
that's right. That's much more likely. But it's not like, oh, they use AI, so no, I'm not gonna. It's fantastic. It's obviously fantastic enough a game that if it's at all in your wheelhouse, you should probably give it a shot. Any other news?
I think that's all I had.
Okay. As you watch this, the Steam Winter Sale is still on. Most of the sales go through the 5th of January. So it's a good time to go and see if anything you've wanted is discounted. I would say also don't forget that you can check other places that sell Steam keys and sometimes get a cheaper price, although you miss out on the nice Steam return policy. So, be sure. But if you go to like Fanatical or Humble Bundle, sometimes those places will have the same games that you see on sale on Steam for like a little bit cheaper. So sometimes you can get good deals there. If it's something you're sure you want, or it's cheap enough that you're like, sure, whatever. Like, it's not a bad idea to go check those places too. But that'll still be going on.
I think actually a lot of my stuff that I've played that I played on Steam, I put down the Steam sale prices. So
Oh yeah. So I mean, it's not going to be like way different usually anyway. But it doesn't hurt to look around a little bit if it's something that you're sure you want. So, but I'm just saying, it'll still be going on. So definitely look into that if you're interested. The bit of sad news: no one's died. It's not that sad. I know this will probably affect a lot of you, but Google has announced that after 25 years, they're no longer going to support the Dreamcast browser. So if you've been using your Dreamcast to reach the internet and browse the web, you will not be able to do that with Google. I know, you've just been cut off from civilization. A lot of you probably will not have a way to reach the internet now, but maybe you can find a way to find some other device that will allow you to reach Google somehow, but you cannot do it through your Dreamcast anymore.
It's pretty impressive. I didn't realize the Dreamcast could do that anyways.
Yeah, it had a full-on modem, and you could do like the web browser thing. I think I used it to browse the web like once to be like, oh look, I'm browsing the web on my console, and then I played Quake 3, and that was about all I did.
If you've ever tried, I think I might have used a PS2 to go on the internet.
Yeah,
and using your joystick to
yeah, it sucks.
It's bad.
And I was when I had my Dreamcast, I was playing on like a 13-inch CRT monitor, at least at first, and reading text that's meant for like a computer monitor on there is not. It's not great. It's not great. So, but yeah, if you were dependent on your Dreamcast to get you to Google, man, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I hope you have maybe Yahoo works.
They're not watching this now. Anyway,
That's true. Yeah, I don't know if you can actually get this video on through your Dreamcast. Although I'd love to think someone's watching this on their Dreamcast right now. That'd be amazing. Wow. Anyway, I thought that was funny. I would not have assumed that was still happening anyway at all. Is anyone using their Dreamcast right now to browse anything? Let me know if you are. I seriously want to know if you're doing it.
Well, that's why I think Google stopped.
I know, but I thought that would have stopped 20 years ago instead of 25 years after the fact. Weird. But yeah, so yeah, it's unfortunate. But that's really it. That's all the news I've got. So we can get right to our year review,
yeah?
Oh, but I do want to mention, because Christmas is now past. Hilary, thank you for the Lamborghini. I did not expect that. I gotta tell you, I don't know how you hit it into the small box, but...
What color did she get you? She got me a blue one.
Oh, mine's red, yeah. Yeah, but it'll be good because when we race...
Yeah.
Well, it tells part of even our distance, which is cool. Yeah. So, yeah, I hope you like the teapot I got you. It's pretty, so...
yeah, sorry about the Dreamcast now that I know that you can't use Google anymore.
Yeah, I know. What are you going to even use it for? What is on there other than Google? Yeah. All right, so let's do this. Let's do our year-end stuff.
All right. So as a reminder, these were the questions. There were 7 of them. Hopefully everyone got 7.
I think so.
One was added at the end, but I'm not sure that I actually commented to do it, but I did it. So
I'm glad.
Yes. The first one was the top game that we played this year. Out of any of the games that we played, not related to this channel. Question number 2 was the top game that we played on this channel. Question number 3 was the worst game we played this year outside of this channel. Number 4 was worst on this channel. Number 5 was what game that has been announced so far to be releasing in 2026 that we're most looking forward to. Number 6 was of the games that we have in our backlog, which ones are we going to try to finish or at least play in 2026. Mm-hmm. And then the last one was what game are we going to look forward to trying to get on this channel?
Right on. Okay.
Okay, so my top game that I played this year I talked about it on the channel, but we haven't reviewed it. So for me, it's going to be Pokemon Fire Red. I don't have a lot of extra time to play games outside of what we're working on for the channel. So, but I've played this one probably the most. This past week I was able to get a lot of extra hours in. So I'm played for about 30 hours so far. So it's basically a remake of the original Pokemon Red that came out in 2004. Metacritic gave it an 81 out of 100, and Game Informer 8 out of 10, and IGN gave it a 9 out of 10. John Menfee, I'm guessing, from New Zealand Herald praised it as a game for resolving some of the connectivity issues that Ruby and Sapphire had, and that they thought that it would bring old gamers back to the Pokemon games. It's kind of my pick. Like I said, I haven't played that many games, but I've been enjoying being able to kind of go back, and it reminds me of playing like the original Red game and stuff like that. So far as how long to beat, the main is 30 hours, which I'm already past that, and not like, I think I'm about a third of the way into the game. So and I don't feel like I'm like, normally when I play Pokemon games, my OCD kicks in and my autism kicks in, and I want all my Pokemon to be around the same level. So I want to collect all the Pokemon. I want them all to be around the same level. So it normally takes me a very long time. I'm trying not to do that this playthrough. So I'm kind of surprised that I'm still at 30 hours and only about a third of the way through. So we'll see how long it actually takes me.
Yeah.
I don't think this generation had experience share either. So
yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I think one of the things you get from the gym does it.
Oh, okay.
I know there's something you can equip to do that, but it doesn't
Not
start
naturally,
off that way. Main and extra is 51 hours. I'm probably going to be past that. And then complete is 142 hours. Hopefully I'm less than that.
Right on. Yeah.
This was a Game Boy Advance game, so prices were fairly shocking to me. So Game Boy Advance loose cartridge for Game Boy Fire Red is $128.
Yikes.
I sold my copy.
Complete is, so the packaging and
Instructions.
manual, $454.
Oh my goodness.
And brand new sealed is $752.
Wow. Well, we need a little package, the whole package. That's like what? Assuming it's got the same number of Pokemon as the first one, it's basically $33 per Pokemon you can catch. Is that approximately right? Ballpark?
Yeah, like the
Well, the
150.
loose one's like $1 a Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad, right?
Yeah.
I'd pay about $10
So, go ahead.
Of the Pokemon that you've caught so far, which one is your favorite Pokemon that you have?
So the ones, my go-to ones that I've been using the most is, I picked Charmander as my starter. He's I don't know.
Charizard?
Yeah, it's the second evolution.
Charmeleon.
Yeah. And then I've been using Pikachu a lot, and I have a Meowth that I've been using a lot.
Nice.
And then that's kind of it for that. My honorable mention is going to be Dandy's World from Roblox, because I've been enjoying playing that with our girls.
Nice.
Cool.
Very cool.
I'm not good at that game. That's the game where you have to like do the oil stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm not good at that game.
I'm not either, because I don't know what all like the bad guys do, because certain things trigger them to come after you, and like I don't know what they are.
I think my highest level I've gotten to is level 13. And yeah, like you just said 3, right?
No, 2.
Or 2.
2, okay.
Yeah, level 2, and that's probably because Vinny carried me.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh no, the only reason I ever got anywhere is because like the girls knew what to do, and I was like...
Are you playing on phone, tablet, or computer?
Computer.
That's probably why.
Yeah.
I played it on Vinny's computer, and I did a little better. But it's because my phone is so hard to
Yeah, the first time I played on my phone, and I couldn't get very far. I think I got to 3 or 4, maybe 5 on my phone, but or on the tablet. But when I changed to the computer, it's definitely a lot easier. So
I have a fun fact that neither of you probably knew about the Fire Red game.
Okay.
So when did you say when it came out?
2004.
Exactly. Yes. I thought so. I went into boot camp in 2004, and towards the end of boot camp, we were given a little more freedom at the store, and I sneakily bought a Game Boy Advance and I think it was leaf green. I'm not sure. I think it was leaf green. And I would play that at night in my bunk, and I was able to keep that a secret.
Way to go, Steve.
Yeah.
You made it a stealth game as well.
I did.
I'm impressed.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was like the first time I played it. But I did have both copies eventually, and I did sell them recently at like you said, about $100 a pop for credit. So
yeah, so wild.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, those portables, some of the, like Game Boy Advance and the DS, some of those games, especially Pokemon games, boy, those are worth some money, guys. If you have them laying around that you're not going to play, go pay your mortgage. All right, so my top game that I played this year, I super struggled between two, but in the end I had to pick WWE 2K25. I'm going to go over some little stats first. So overall Metacritic, it's got about an 8 out of 10. I'm playing on Steam. So if you want it on Steam right now it's on sale, and you can get it from between $19.98 to $74.99, depending on which version you want. The $19.98 is the very basic. $74.99 is like the new last time is now version because Cena's retiring. I have the Bloodline edition, and there's also like a Dead Man edition. I don't remember. I don't look up what those are costing. But anyway, there's different ways you can get it that come with different things. The list is too long for me to go into, so I'm not going to. I looked up how long it takes to beat it. So the main story is 10 and a half hours. The main plus extra is 45 hours, and the completionist is 192 hours. Now, the reason why I had to pick this over the other is because I put in 240.8 hours. That's a lot. It takes a long time to create characters, for one. And there's a lot of modes. There's actually an entire mode that I'm even interested in that I have not yet even touched. So it's crazy, yeah. As far as reviews, Game Rat said it's a fantastic, fully featured wrestling game that marks the best entry the series has had in years. Game Informer said, when the bell rings, taking control of this massive roster and mixing it up is a blast. I agree. So it's really fun. I mainly hang out in Universe mode, which is sort of like an open like sandbox kind of thing. You can either choose the matches for each show or let the computer do it. It'll sometimes create feuds for you, or you can tell it to do feuds. You can have whatever shows you want. You can create your own show. Right now I'm in a big feud with CM Punk. I don't remember why, but we are. And so far I've beaten him every time. Take that, Punk. What do you have to say? Nothing. That's what. No, it's just fun. It's a blast. And I just want to get back to it. And it isn't perfect. There are things in pretty much all of the different modes that I think they could do better. But the fact that I've enjoyed it that much despite those flaws, it says a lot for the game and my enjoyment of it. As far as honorable mentions, I did put Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. This was really my close runner-up, but I just have not played it as much. But it's just so weird, and it kind of blew me away with how weird it was and how much it messed up my head. So I had to give it some kind of props for that. Also, Skyrim. I did another playthrough of Skyrim this year, which, I mean, I just felt like we've already glossed that over that thing so much, and it's great. I mean, you go play Skyrim. And then my other one was Resident Evil Village, which I really dug. It's interesting. I like the mood of it as opposed to, well, I liked 7 as well, but that one's actually makes me kind of uncomfortable with how messed up it is. 8 like somehow walks right up to the line where if it stepped over it'd be kind of campy, but it manages to not do that and stay in horror and still have the weird like crazy gothic stuff going on, and it's a fantastic game. I adore it. It's great. I cannot wait till it's retro so we can cover it. Probably 10, 15 more years, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, fantastic. So those are my runners up, and yeah, my winner being WWE 2K25.
Man, I forgot about Skyrim. Skyrim, the game that we've been playing for the last, 10 years or something.
At least. I got a Xbox 360, I think. Jesus. Crazy.
So my top game of the year, developer was so it was close between two. Developer is Larian Studios, released August 3rd, 2023 for the PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, and Mac. It won Game of the Year in 2023. It was given a 10 out of 10 by IGN, 96% by Metacritic, a 10 out of 10 by GameSpot. And this, of course, is Baldur's Gate 3.
Wow.
And I think the main reason is the hours that we've been put into this game.
Yeah.
Currently, it's 227.5 hours. And,
I quick catch that one.
yeah. Currently, it's not as much as your wrestling game.
That's
Yeah.
right.
227.5 hours.
Well, CM Punk is in Baldur's Gate 3. Maybe if you realize you play it more.
But I have started multiple games. I am currently in honor mode, which I think me coming from someone who used to love doing like hardcore runs in Diablo and stuff like that, it gives me a lot more gratification, I guess, when you have to do something right and you have something to lose,
Right.
as opposed to just like running in and what do they call that in D&D, like hobo,
Murder Hobo?
murder hobo. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you actually have to think about your answers and use your inspirations and manage your money correctly and stuff like that. So
Jesus, I can't do that in real life. The hell?
how long to beat is 72 hours. For main plus extras, 115 hours, and for completionists, 178 hours. I'm curious. I'm not sure how long my current game is because I didn't look at that.
Right.
But I don't think it's. I don't know. It could be in the 115 hours spot because I've been doing like almost everything. And then right now it is on sale on Steam, 25% off for $44.99.
Not bad.
Yeah, my runner-up was Claire Obscure Expedition 33, but I mean, I beat that. It was a great story. I beat that in 35-ish hours. So,
Man.
big difference in
Yeah.
amount of time that I put
That
into
poor Claire Obscure. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
Right.
Can't catch a break.
But the thing that they do have in common, Jennifer English.
That's true.
She was in both those games. And she was also in Elden Ring. So that's 3 Game of the Year. So whatever's coming out in 2026, you better get her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like maybe she was the predictor of big, huge, fantastic games. Like if we could just find out what she's doing next, we could pre-order that today and feel good about it.
Right.
Don't know what it is.
You know what it is.
Maybe we'll find out.
All right. Go back to Hilary for top game on the channel.
Alright. So, top game for the channel, I went with Suikoden 2.
Nice.
So, yeah, that was our, what?
Episode
4?
7.
Yeah, okay. I'm like, I want to say around 5, but it's a little later than that. So it's episode 7, so you can go listen to that and get all of our information and our opinions on that. So for my honorable mentions, I have 3 of them. And that's Harvest Moon. That particular version of Harvest Moon wasn't the greatest, but it made me want to play other Harvest Moon games, so that's why I enjoyed it so much. The next one is actually Buffy. That's actually one that I kind of want to go back and keep playing whenever I have
going to
time.
make your list. I thought maybe it would because I'm a big fan of the.
Yeah, I really like the show, and so and then the last one is one that we recently just did an episode on, and that's Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Oh,
Oh.
not double
So
switch.
Steven's pick, Hilary's pick. No, David's picks.
Yep,
One day where your tastes evolve.
we'll get to those soon.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, man.
Anyway. All right. The top. I hate both of you. All right. It's already picked like the top things. You know what I mean? When somebody goes, all right,
So many of yours are picked.
you're a bastard. All right. The top game on the channel, speaking of my picks, was Dragon Force. Fantastic strategy game. They hated it because I don't
Not on
know.
my list.
They're not doing well. Therapy. They need therapy. It's so fucking good. It's so good. Honestly though, I thought this was like going to be a surefire win for the team here. I really did. I was maybe a little less sure with you, but I was like, Steve likes strategy a lot. This will be like a no-brainer. Boom. I was shocked, and it's thrown my whole ability to predict what you guys will like into the. I don't even know. I can't even figure this out. It'd be like, it's like when someone tells you they don't like pizza. Like what? How? What? Nothing? No pizza? There's like 100. Anyway, it's fine. It's my favorite one. Go back and listen to it. Ignore their opinion. That's what
Episode 11.
No, you can listen to their opinion. Obviously, it's not for everybody, honestly. I freaking love it, though. It's probably it might be my favorite strategy game on any console anywhere. That being said, runners up. The one I debated, this is like the other possibility between the two, was Suikoden 2. It was so close. Like, I could have gone either way and been happy with saying it. But I kept going Dragon Force because it's been my love for so long. But Suikoden 2 is fantastic. Honestly, we probably could have done a series of episodes on that one game. Mm-hmm. And I mean, even to the point that we got to it and we didn't finish it. I still think we probably could have talked about it for a lot longer. It has so much to it. Great game. I also had Harvest Moon Friends of Mineral Town. Steven's pick. Good job, Steve. I liked it. It's one of the few I actually just went back to and played some more afterwards. And then Chrysalis, which we just covered. I was shocked by how much I enjoyed that game. So, again, you mentioned earlier, it has some weird stuff, some flaws, but I don't know, man. I just dig it. Like, I just super into it. So,
all right. My top game on the channel, might be a bit of a surprise, was from episode 9, was Twinkle Star Sprites.
Oh.
I enjoyed that one a lot because I got to play it with Vinny and also you guys competitively. And I believe I mentioned on that episode we had it was very similar to me playing Tetris Attacks back in the day. I like those competitive but like silly competitive type games because it was so wild. Mm-hmm. So much was going on and you're just going around like shooting up and stuff like that. And then episode 9, go back and take a look at that one. I'm not sure much bad was said about that one at all, even though I think it was.
I think it just hurt your arms.
Yeah,
you're right. But I think it was the iffy pick.
Yeah,
if I recall.
Yeah.
And then honorable mentions, Suikoden 2, episode 7. The reason this one did not win my vote was because I had beaten it prior to playing it on the channel.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I actually didn't much play it. I let Vinny play a little bit of that game. Mm. So, and then also, I didn't write this one down, but the one that we did recently, Chrysalis, was a good game. It did have some weird stuff, but obviously it got me playing after the fact. Mm-hmm. So,
yeah. So we both need to thank Joe, who's the fan of ours who recommended that one, because he did good. Yeah. Good job, Joe.
Okay, so worst gameplay for this year. Like I said, I don't really have a lot of extra time to play games outside of what we're doing for the channel. So I don't really have a lot to pick from for this one. But I do play a lot of mobile games and use reward app to try out different games. So my worst game of the year is actually a mobile game that I tried out, trying to earn some points through that. That game is Merge Restaurant Makeover. There's so many. It's a game where you're merging items together to make bigger, better items, and you're restoring a restaurant and helping out customers while you're restoring the restaurant. There's so many games out there that are similar to that out there, and this is a bad example of it, in my opinion. Yeah. The reason why it's bad is that it's a very slow process compared to other games. Most of these games you're going to have like 100 energy to do stuff, which is fine, but it takes you a very long time to level up, a lot longer than it does in a lot of the other games. for the rewards, like you had to get to like level 13 by day 7 to get the reward, and like I was playing it as a lot, and I still only got to like level 5 or something like that. So, which most of the time the rewards games like that, they make the rewards a challenge but doable, and without spending a whole bunch of money to buy energy or buy the items that you needed for the customers. I just don't see how you're doing it. And on the App Store, it did have a 4.7 out of 5, but a lot of the reviews I saw were like 4 or 5 stars, but basically saying the same thing that I just went over of it's a slow game, like it's fun, but it's a very slow game. So, and a lot of people were suggesting other games that are similar. So if you like that kind of game, like there are so many out there that you could play. So like there's 2 that I've been playing that are very similar, and that's Gossip Harbor, and the other one is Cook and Merge, and both of those are restaurant merge games. So very, very similar and done a lot better. So
Gotcha. All right, for the worst game I played this year, I actually, before we started this podcast, I did a video for it on our All Games New and Old channel, where I did, I think it was 5 disappointing Genesis games, and this is definitely one of them. This is Sword of Sodan, which was released by Electronic Arts. I think it also came out on the Amiga and some other weird PCs. Oh, God.
we're learning we shouldn't play games that have the word sword in it.
You're right. There are some good games with sword in it, I'm pretty sure. To add to why this is bad, when I first got it, it was on Christmas. And I picked it because I saw the pictures of it in the magazine. And at that time, it looked pretty realistic, the graphics did. And I was like, wow, that's amazing. Look at those graphics. And it even had a neat system where there was different color potions. And you could choose to take just one of them and it would do something. Or you could choose to take like 2 or 3 at a time and that would give you a different effect. That sounds kind of fun too. But the battle is really clunky, like really clunky. The movement is awful. There's traps that you have no way to see. Like the bad guys are stupid and they just keep coming at you from all sides. It's just, there's an area that I don't even think it's possible to get past after a point because there's these 2 giant dudes on the other side of a pit that you can barely jump over. But if you jump over, they just automatically hit you and knock you into the pit. I don't think there's a way to get past it. Maybe there is. They're cheats. I don't know. It's God. It is so goddamn bad. And I played it for that video again to capture footage of it, which is the only reason I played it again. It's a nightmare. If you like it, the cartridge is $9. You could get the whole thing for $32, or if you want it sealed, it's $79. Don't pay $9. Don't take it if someone gives you $9. Don't do it. Reviews, Sega 16 said it's a pitiful game with few ups and far too many downs. And ClassicGames.net said Sword of Sodan is easily one of the worst games in the Genesis library. That is 1,000% true. It's straight trash. Bad. My dishonorable mentions were Rad Warrior for the Apple IIe. I had this as a kid too. Talk about clunky movement. It is the least responsive game. It looks so cool. You got this cool, like, Iron Man-esque armor. You're moving like a constipated turtle. It's so... ugh. And then a more modern bad game. I played Garfield Kart. It's just so bland. Like, the racing is in no way... like, you cannot not make a turn. Like, there's no challenge in the actual race part of it. And so it's... like... there's so many races. Like, even if you ignore the big kart racers, there's still so many better than this. It's just, it's such a lazy cash-in. A lazy cash-in on that IP, which is not even that big an IP to like kids these days. So I don't know what they're doing.
Garfield
Kart. There's 3 Garfield Kart games, you guys.
Wow.
I don't know if the other 2 are any better, but no, just don't. I don't care how cheap it is during the Steam sale. Don't do that. Don't do that. There's 1,000 better racing games for sure. Awful. All right, go ahead, Steve.
All right. Worst game played this year. This one was a hard one to pick. And mainly because when I thought of worst game that I played this year, I thought of a game that I purchased. So I didn't even think of mobile games. There are probably so many of those ones that I played this year. And I didn't do emulator games because I wanted it to be something like I paid for this game. Now I'm stuck with it, right? And so I personally do a lot of research, even on Steam sales, to find if I'm going to somewhat like this game or not. I didn't do that much research on this game. And I think it was because of the IP. So it was developed by Saber St. Petersburg, released September 9th, 2024, on the PC, PS5, Xbox Series XX. It got a 9 out of 10 on Steam, 8 out of 10 on GameSpot, 8 out of 10 on IGN, and 82.6% on Metacritic. So this is apparently a good game. I think it's skill issue. I think it's the type of game, because it was between this one and another one that's going to piss off a lot of people as well. I have 118 minutes of this game played on Steam, and that is Space Marine 2.
Wow. I
got it because my friends were playing it. It has 40k IP, Warhammer IP, but it's just not my game. It's like like Dynasty Warriors type, where just floods of Tyranids come at you and you shoot them or hit them with your sword, but you got to do like a whole bunch of like very specific button presses in a row for some things. And coming from a turn-based JRPG guy, it's just not my style. How long to beat, 9.5 hours, 15.5 hours for side content, and 69 hours for completionists. It's currently on sale, 60% off for $23.99 on Steam. They do have a lot of DLC for this. I think they're like $8 a chapter, like a Space Marine chapter, if you wanted. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Apparently this game is better multiplayer, so, I haven't tried a multiplayer, but it is a big game, takes up a lot of space on my Steam Deck, and I just didn't care for it that much. Runner-up is really going to piss people off. This one did not make the first one because I did get refunded by Steam for this game. And it is clearly a skill issue. So don't come at me, but it was Elden Ring.
Oh my God, Jennifer English, did you hear what he said about you? Did you hear what he said? I'm just kidding.
No, I probably didn't even make it to her part. I just so clunky with having to do timing and those type of things.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was all. Yeah, you have to. You're talking
in a live action setting,
right?
Yeah. So,
I get it. Yeah, that's I do like that game, and it is a popular game, obviously. But any Souls-like games, man, that's either your thing or it's just not. And if it's not, it's just so not. You know what I mean? So I totally understand that, but yeah, that's how it is. I like to point out he also doesn't like Dragon Force, so guys, let's just tell you something. Anyway, yeah. I'm just joking. I'm joking. Yeah, no, I get it though. I do. I think a lot of people don't jive with that kind of thing.
Speaking of Dragon Force, let's get to the worst games on the channel.
Zero taste over here. I was waiting for. I got drunk so I could handle this. Okay, go ahead.
All right. So we did a 9 worst games on the NES. We also played the worst game for
Saturn.
Yeah, I want to say Dreamcast, something like that. It's fine. So yeah, and then there's been other games that we've played too. So we had a lot to choose for this one. I tried to only pick my worst out of the 9 worst.
Yeah.
And not just double up on.
It's so easy to
that.
pull just from that. Just 9.
So, but my worst game from that one was going to be Highlight. It was so hard to get into, and just the movements were clunky. Talk about clunky movements, and just we talked about it a lot. So, go listen to that episode. But yeah,
that was episode 9.
Yeah, that's gonna be my worst one out of those 9 worst.
It's understandable.
I have 3 runner-ups for that. My first one is...
That's weird. David had a lot more picks on that.
Yeah. So, my first one is Driving Force.
I'm sorry, did you say divorce?
Yes.
Cool, let me look that up right now. Okay.
I get to a point where I get so frustrated I start crying, and that happened when I was playing that game. And I have not had that with any of the other games. So it had to be on my list. The other one that I had, the other 2 that I had issues with was Tales Adventure. I got hard locked in that game where I couldn't move.
Oh, weird.
I don't know what happened, but yeah, like I got to a point where I jumped up and I couldn't jump up anymore, and it wouldn't let me jump down. So
Oh yeah, I remember.
I was just stuck. And then my last bad pick is Broken Sword.
Yeah, that was a bad one.
So those are my bad picks for games we play on the channel.
Fair enough. It makes me sad inside, but I'll live with it. Again, as much as I like Dragon Force, as much as I think a lot of people will, it's not for everybody. Everyone's not going to dig it. It's just how it is. Realistically. And then from now on, I'll defend it vigorously and say stupid things about it. So anyway, worst game played on the channel for me also came from our 9 worst NES games. I could have easily picked all 3 from the 9 worst NES games, but I also tried not to do that. Or not all 3, I could pick that one and then have my disappointments. I'll be from that.
Yeah.
But my worst one was The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle. Holy crap. It's an IP that I don't think anyone... It was old by the time this game came out on the NES. I don't know if anyone cared about it. The controls were straight shit. It felt like nonsense to me. It felt like somebody... This was like their first attempt to make a game, and they self-taught. And there wasn't the internet at the time because it was the NES. So they used magazines, but the magazines were talking about a previous version of the programming language they were using, so they weren't even up to date on that. Oh, it was just so... I hated every second of it. I couldn't find a redeeming thing in that. The first level looked like it was done in Microsoft Paint. Like, fuck that game. Didn't like it.
Still didn't make my worst.
My dishonorable mentions were Where's Waldo? That was from that worst 9 NES games. It's just, even if I enjoyed it, it's so short then that it's pointless, but I didn't enjoy it. And because I didn't enjoy it, it felt too long.
But I mean, it paved the way for Broken Sword and many other games walking on a map very slowly.
That's true. That's true. It did create that wonderful thing. Yeah. Then I also have D-Force, which is a shoot 'em up that we played early on, and it's just there's so many better options for that kind of game. It's almost makes me sad that of that genre, that is the first one we got, because Jesus Christ, it's not good. And then finally, Double Switch. The videos are worth watching if you like cheese stuff, but the game itself is straight poop. It's I don't think it's the worst game on the Saturn, but it's a bad one. It's definitely bad. Don't play Double Switch.
What is that saying? It's not the worst game on the Saturn, but if the worst game on the Saturn ever got like didn't exist, then you better watch out.
I think this is not a saying, but that's okay.
It is a saying.
Are you making?
I'm making fun of it. It was a.
The Saturn is fantastic. One day they'll see the light. We'll see. Anyway, that's it for my worst games played with Joe.
All right. It's interesting because a lot of games that you mentioned were actually playable. The one that I picked for my worst game on the channel also came from episode 9, which was the 9 worst NES games. And I felt this one was near unplayable. I couldn't figure out what to do, where to go, anything about it. At least in like Rocky and Bullwinkle, I made it to like level 3 or something. And in some of the other games, I like, could figure some stuff out. But it was Friday the 13th. I was going in empty buildings. I was looking around. I was getting lost in like 2-room buildings. And I couldn't figure out what to do, where to go. And then I was like, cool. I guess this is a game. I didn't have any, any understanding of like a character to pick or where to start or any of that stuff. So that was one of the worst ones. And then my dishonorable mention was Dragon Force, episode 11. And I think that was real-time strategy on a console is just not good. And the fact that maybe because I didn't have the right controller, so trying to figure out controls for it was not good. Like to the point where, depending on I'm not even sure I beat a castle. There were so many options, and I don't know, it was very overwhelming.
Yeah.
So that was my dishonorable mention. But like I said, there was a lot of ones on the NES I could have doubled up on.
Yeah, that was a rough episode. Typical. Oh.
I'm glad we did all 9 of them. I'm glad we played all 9.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, there are some games on there that I thought were pretty decent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
they
like the Mickey Mouse one was okay.
Some of them had some redeeming qualities at least, but still, like, there's so many other games I'd probably rather get than any of those games.
Right.
It's like, oh man.
I think it's a combination of they were the worst games, and it was like one of the oldest systems.
Yeah, it definitely.
Which is why we did all 9, because
they weren't going to be that deep, and we probably weren't going to play each one for that long because we would have died screaming.
I'm also glad that we did, because we ended up having kind of a pretty diverse opinion on the games too.
Yeah,
so.
That's true. Yeah, no, that was it was a fun episode to do. But man, those games, that's a rough week. Yeah. Oh, did you, when you played Friday the 13th, am I right in remembering you didn't run into Jason?
No.
I like the idea of there being a Friday the 13th movie where someone, like, at the end is like, oh my gosh, that was so terrible. Like, oh, you fought that killer? Like, killer? What killer? No, the camp was real bad. I didn't know where to go. All the villains are empty. I don't understand. I think that should be in the movie. But first, we'll see one day. All right. What are we to now?
All right. So number 5 is going to be what game we're looking forward to most in 2026.
Oh, yeah.
I don't play a lot of modern games, so this was a little bit more of a challenge for me to pick, because most of the modern games I play are games that I play with our kids. So one that I am kind of excited about is Dragon Force, or Dragon.
I got excited.
No. So is Dragon Quest 7 Remastered, or whatever they're calling it. That comes out on February 5th for the Switch, PS5, Xbox, and PC.
David's just going to clip that thing and put it on.
Dragon Force.
Dragon Quest I haven't played too many of those games, and I definitely haven't gotten very far in them when I did play them. But I have enjoyed what I played, so I'm excited to see it updated.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be cool.
So, and then I had 2 honorable mentions for this one, and that's Monster Hunter. I'm having trouble talking all of a sudden. Monster Hunter 3. That looked pretty interesting, and I'm actually kind of interested in the Mario Tennis Fever too.
Oh, yeah.
The story mode.
This Monster Hunter Stories 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So for me, the games looking forward to. There's a lot of good games coming out this year. At least I hope they'll be good. They look like they'll be good. So we'll see. I wanted to try to pick something weird and quirky for the my top one, but I didn't. I am just excited about Resident Evil Requiem. I want to try it because I did like the previous 2, 7 and 8, both really, really good, and they both somehow, even though one continues the other, both still felt very different from each other. And I'm curious where 9 will now take it. So excited about that. Okay, as far as honorable mentions, this first one I want to mention, I only saw the preview for this last night. So, but it just looks neat. I like the mood that it has to it, and it seems like an interesting concept. It's called a forward loop. And there is some weird guy who seems kind of crazy who's talking about how the world has ended and you're trying to set it right, but in order to set it right, you have to die over and over again to get experience to learn how to undo things. So it sounds like it's kind of roguelike, but then...
Kind of like Hades.
Maybe, yeah. But it also gave me the impression that it might be sort of like the newer XCOM games, but I'm not sure if that's right because they didn't show gameplay. Just something about the mood of it, and you have like the squad and all good at different things. Kind of made me think that way, but I'm really intrigued by it. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, this, I'm gonna keep an eye on this one. I may later on be like, oh no, it's trash, but for right now, it looks exciting, and I'm excited about it. Then I also have Fatal Frame 2, the Crimson Butterfly remake. Fatal Frame is just a series that I've only played a very little bit of, and it's always really intrigued me. And so I'm curious what they can do with like enhanced graphics, because I think it originally came out on the Xbox and the PS2. So was supposedly very good back then, but obviously now it's going to be a lot prettier. And then Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave for the Switch 2, right? Switch, yeah. And I just was, Fire Emblem's a great series. I was really, really wowed by the preview that we saw. And I'm just hoping that I can wrest the Switch away from the kids to play it at some point. We'll see if I can. But either way, I'm excited to check that out when that finally hits. Looks awesome.
I noticed none of us picked Grand Theft Auto 6 because we have no faith that it'll come out next year.
Yeah, that's right.
Is that correct?
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. No, I don't know. It's been so long since I played a Grand Theft Auto that like the gameplay doesn't really interest me anymore.
Sure.
If that makes sense. So
yeah.
The ones that I picked, it was weird because I uploaded a picture of like a big grid of games that were supposedly supposed to come out next year.
Yeah.
And I looked through them and I was like, none of them really strike out. So, like jump out to me. So it'll be interesting to do some research moving forward to see if anything eventually I do like. But for now, I did pick Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. I do like that type of game. The only problem is I do not have a Switch 2. Benny has a Switch 2, but I'm not going to take his system and play.
Yeah.
And Fire Emblem is a Nintendo exclusive. So there's that. I also put down Fable. Apparently there's a new Fable game coming out. I remember I played a little bit on Xbox, the first one, and it was pretty cool that you could, depending on how the choices you made in the game made you like good or evil. And I can only imagine that with all the updated technology that they have now, that this game could probably be pretty good. Also, It's one of the ones that has a higher chance to be on Steam as well. So
right.
There's probably going to be a Pokemon game that comes out next year or two, So
yeah, I think I saw one for November.
But I didn't jump on the recent Pokemon game. Vinny did, but so I don't know. I'm kind of out of Pokemon.
Yeah, well, maybe something right back in.
Yeah, we'll see.
Can hope.
But yeah, those are the two big ones.
All right, so then our next one is going to be what backlog game we want to try and play in 2026. For me, in a way, I kind of have two games for this because what I really want to play is Final Fantasy X-2, but I haven't played enough of Final Fantasy X to feel like I can play that game yet. So I want to play both of those games.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
My honorable mentions is Chrono Cross. That's a game that I played a very long time ago, and I know I didn't get very far into it, but I enjoyed what I played, and I know that has a good loyal following. So, and then I have one more, but it's a question because I don't remember if we actually have it or not. I think we have it, but I couldn't remember for sure. So, and that's Stardew Valley.
Yes.
I'm like, I think I remember Fiona playing it for a minute. So, but yeah, since it's kind of similar to Harvest Moon, but has some extra elements to it, I want to try that out.
Yeah, right on. All right, so for the backlog game that I want to try and play, it's come up on the channel a few times. I want to play Clair Obscur Expedition 33. I have it sitting there on my hard drive, just waiting for me. I need to do it.
I think I bully him every week.
You do. You talk about it nonstop. I was like, I really got to do this. But then, even if he stops talking about it, then I'll be talking about it. So you're never going to stop hearing about this habits. But regardless, it does look amazing. I have wanted to play it for a long time. It's just, backlog stuff. Hard to do. Speaking of that, honorable mentions, Elder Scrolls 4, The Oblivion Remastered. I want to play that too. I love Elder Scrolls. I love Oblivion. I love Remastered. I love all the wacky, screwy stuff that happens in Oblivion, and it's also a good game, so that helps. I also have Starcom Nexus, which is like a weird spiritual successor to the Starflight series, which I adore, but of course more modern, and it's pretty open, sandboxy, and you're having your crew, you're dealing with issues out there, you can kind of cut your own path through the galaxy, and Wizardry 6 is on there because I want to play Wizardry 8. Now, the reason why is because if you take your characters from Wizardry 6 when you beat it, you could put them into Wizardry 7. And if you beat Wizardry 7 with those characters, you could put them into Wizardry 8, which I've played before. But I didn't do all that stuff because I didn't know about it. But now I know about it. And so I'd like to go through it. That being said, these are very old school dungeon crawlers, very hard, usually old school dungeon crawlers. So will I ever even beat any one of them, no matter how much time I devote to it? Probably not, but I'm trying to be optimistic. So Wizardry 6, whenever that came out, a long time ago, is a backlog game I want to get to.
So for those, Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is 20% off right now for $39.99.
Get it.
What was the other one?
Elder Scrolls 4.
Yeah, Oblivion Remastered. That one's probably on Steam too.
I bet it is. Oh yeah, it for sure is on Steam.
33% off for $33.49.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah. And then I think you mentioned Stardew Valley, but you already own it.
Yeah.
Currently, it's 40% off right now for $8.99, which is a steal.
Yeah,
for how much time you can put into that game.
Sure, it's good stuff.
So, for the backlog game that I would like to play in 2026, it was developed by Rabbit and Bear Studios, released in April 23rd of 2024. It got a 9 out of 10 on Steam, a 7 out of 10 on IGN, and a 79% Metacritic. It came out for the Switch, the PlayStation 4, 5, PC, and Xbox One. And that is Eiyuden Chronicles. It is a spiritual successor for the Suikoden games. It is partially developed by one of the people who put their hand in the first 3 Suikoden games. Sadly, he passed away. I think it was as it was being released, or right before right before it was released. So he never got to see the success that it had coming out. The How Long to Beat is 46.5 hours, 66.5 for the side quests, and then 96.5 for completionist. and it is currently on sale for 70% off.
Wow.
For $14.99. I have tried to start this game when I had my Switch Lite, and then I rebought it on Steam, and I might have tried to start it again, but it was also right after I played Clair Obscur Expedition 33, and I realized how much turn-based games have come, which is weird to say because this one came out in 2024, but it was modeled after like 90s games for PlayStation, and so like the turn base is kind of basic and stuff like that. So, but the story does seem good. I do like my Suikoden type games, so I want to get that game in.
Yeah.
But I do have to finish Baldur's Gate 3, which I doubt that I'm going to finish this year, but I'm pretty darn close, I believe.
Right on.
So our last question this time is what game we want to play for the channel in 2026. I really want to see us do one of the Final Fantasies. For me, I think doing Final Fantasy VIII would be fun because I don't see very many people talking about it. And I think the jump into graphics and all that kind of stuff would be interesting to talk about. I do have a couple of honorable mentions. One being Cool Spot. I think it's just kind of a fun off the wall game. Chrono Cross and Gauntlet Legends.
Right on. Really want to play Gauntlet Legends.
Yeah. I want to mention that a few times. I think I've mentioned all of this.
Yeah. Okay, for my game I'll be covered, there's a few I was debating, and the one that the reason why I decided to give this one the prize is because I think of all of them, it's the one that has the best chance of these two maybe enjoying it.
But you will hate it.
Well, you're right. But I think you'll hate it less than the others. So, Shadow Hearts. It is a Japanese RPG for the PS2. There's actually 3 of them on the PS2, and there's a game on PlayStation called Kudelka, which is, I guess, sort of associated. I don't know if it's really in the same series or not. But Shadow Hearts is neat. It's a cool JRPG. It is kind of active, even though it's turn-based. Like, you are not just saying, I'm going to attack, but it has, like, a little spinning dial, and you would hit a button at the right time to do, like, a better or worse attack or whatever. It's got a neat combat system. It's got a cool story. It's a unique one that I think a lot of people... I think it has a very devout following. I don't know how many people really played it because it doesn't have the big name recognition of some of the other RPGs out there. But, I mean, hey, you got like 3, possibly 4 games in the series, so it's got some love behind it. I think there's a chance that people here will like it. On to the honorable mentions, ones that I don't know that they will like, actually. I since they didn't like Dragon Force, even though these are not similar, I doubt they will. Starflight. I mentioned that earlier. Awesome open world. The first open world game that I know of. I'm sure there's older ones where you have your own crew. You can fly around. You deal with bad guys. You can make friends with bad guys. You can create trade routes. You can do all kinds of crazy stuff. It's super addictive. XCOM UFO Defense. That's the original XCOM, which is super fantastic. But if I remember, I do think they just kind of throw you in, so that's a little rough. That's might be the big sticking point. And the final honorable mention is one that I'm not even sure I will like it. I've played it before. But it is called RAD, which is Robot Alchemic Drive. It is a big mech fighting game, and you're controlling a big mech, except you're controlling someone controlling a big mech. You're running around as a person with a controller in your hand, and there's a big mech out there as well. So you're controlling your person, controlling the mech, fighting a bad guy. Real weird. It's real weird. But I want to play it because it's real weird. That's why I want to play it. It's just so weird. I don't know what I think of this game, even after I played it at some point. And
sounds weird.
At this point, I just feel like since I don't know what it's going to do anyway, I might as well just torment these two. Like, I don't know, what else can I do? So, but that's my list.
Yeah, never heard of any of those games. Looking forward to you rigging it. My retro game that I'm looking forward to playing in 2026, I did more like broad. I said any Final Fantasy. We haven't gotten any Final Fantasy
Yeah.
on.
Shocking.
We've gotten a few mentioned to try to get in there. Pokemon. We haven't had any Pokemon covered on this channel. So for two big IPs, where are they? And then for specific games, I put Suikoden 3. If they love Suikoden 2, I believe they will love Suikoden 3. And then Gauntlet Legends. It's been mentioned quite a few times, and I voted on it. Where is it? But
There you go.
yeah, those are the ones I picked. For Final Fantasy, I think 9, 10 would be good. Those are some of my favorites. 7 is great. It would probably be need a few weeks to play that one for sure. I never got into 8. I know my friends got into 8, but I know that there is a time portion of that game.
Yeah, it doesn't happen too often, but there are some spots where it's like you have to like get through an area in a certain amount of time.
So not my favorite.
But it's not too. It's kind of similar to 7, where you have like the bomb in the building that you have to get.
Yeah,
So-
but I mean, at least in 7, it's like very long.
Yeah.
I don't know about 8.
I felt like it was an 8 too, but it's been a while, so I could be not remembering it correctly, but I don't remember having too much of an issue with it.
So I think that brings us to what will be the first game that we'll cover in
The New Year?
New Year.
That's right. So we had our randomizer got us to bring racing games on the GameCube, which there's quite a few. There's quite a few racing games out there for the system, which is cool. I like having a lot to pick from. So
A lot of good ones too.
yeah, there really are, which is fantastic because I don't remember what y'all picked. I have it in my notes, but we could have a pretty wide range of types of racing games, which is fun. So as usual, we tend to bring 3 games. 2 we think will be good, and 1 we think is iffy or bad. So let's see, Hilary, what 3 games did you bring?
All right, so my first one is Burnout 2. I've enjoyed the Burnout series, so I think that would be a fun one to play. The next one is Crash Nitro Kart. Yeah, I actually haven't played this one, but I heard a lot of good things about it, so threw that one in there. And then my iffy pick is Mary Kate and Ashley Sweet 16 License to Drive.
Oh, oh my god.
Did you look that one up? Is that a racing game?
It is.
It came up as a racing game,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I'm like,
It's like what I saw, like it's a game where some of it you're walking around and doing stuff as them, and then there's racing games that are like mini games in it. When I did look it up, people were actually saying good things about it, so it might not be as bad as one would think.
It's a weird IP.
Yeah.
So.
I can't wait to play that. Do you want to go next? Or do you want me to?
I can go next.
All right, go for it.
So you can't say Nintendo system without saying Mario Kart.
Yeah. I knew somebody was going to pick it, so I'm like, I'll leave that.
And if I recall, Double Dash is the one where you have 2 people and you can switch between them. And I think there are specials. Like one of the things that you can pick up from the question mark things are specials.
Oh.
So it behooves you to have like interesting mix of people. So yeah, Mario Kart Double Dash, I have played it. Ironically, at my orthodontist when I was getting my braces. I think it was either at my dentist or orthodontist. They had like a GameCube there.
Also tells
And
like,
they
had
had-
like video game things that you're doing. I had an episode or an issue of Shazam from like 1967 or something. It was like terrible.
I didn't go to school when the dinosaurs were around.
You missed out, buddy. Riding from class to class, great.
And then this one, they actually just are releasing or have released a new version, and that is Kirby Air Ride.
Yeah.
For the GameCube. And then my iffy pick is Big Mother Truckers. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I think it got decent review, But
All
I
right.
don't know. With a name like that, you can't not.
It's like big rigs, right?
Yes.
I assume. That should be interesting. All right. I don't know if I can top Mary Kate and Ashley, but I tried my best with my picks.
I mean, they're your picks, so.
Yeah, they'll be worse than Mary Kate and Ashley. So, for my first pick, you can say Nintendo without saying this, but it bums me out that that is the case. F-Zero GX. God dang. Nintendo, you just bring F-Zero back? What is wrong with you? Honest to God. It's not going to compete with Mario Kart. It's a different kind of game, even though it's racing. It's different. It's different, Nintendo. Anyway, fantastic. Fantastic racing series. 8, Need for Speed Most Wanted. I think I had that on PS2. But it's just good, crazy racing cops are after you. It's bonkers.
Need for Speed's always been a good series.
Yeah, they usually do real well. And then my iffy pick is Freaky Flyers, which is sort of a kart racer, except you're all in planes. I heard almost nothing about it until recently. Someone said that they thought it was pretty good. But since I didn't hear anything about it until then, I'm questioning whether or not that is accurate. But we'll find out. Maybe it's fantastic. Who knows? So those are my picks.
All
All right. So now we're going to cast a vote for one each and give it a little better chance in the randomizer. So, Hilary, what game are you going to vote for?
I'm gonna vote for Mario Kart. Okay.
All right. Steve, what are you voting for?
I'm voting for Mario Kart.
Since Mario Kart Double Dash has 2 people on the team, I couldn't pick Mario Kart Double Dash because I'd be the third. So I'm going to go with F-Zero because...
You can't say Nintendo without F-Zero.
yeah.
I thought you were gonna go with Mary Kate.
I'm sure it'll be fun to talk about. How about you can't say Super Nintendo or N64 eliminating Mario Kart without saying F-Zero? Huh? Pretty good. So Vinny is waiting in the wings. You remember Vinny. Vinny.
Kids Corner.
Kids Corner. What game would you like to vote for? What is the game you wanted to vote for?
Kirby Air Ride.
Kirby Air Ride. Okay. Awesome. All right, now we're going to find out. All right, here we go. Let's see what
Let's not start the year off with a David pick.
All right. This game has speed as violence, precision as survival, a game that does not teach, it punishes. Every victory feels stolen, every mistake feels personal. We'll be playing F-Zero GX.
Rigged.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. So F-Zero GX, Nintendo's forgotten but much loved racing series. If they hate it, I don't know what to tell you. I don't think they like video games.
I think we just hate you.
I think they're awesome. Maybe you do. Maybe you do. But that makes this even all the sweeter for me. Because I can punish you for that. It is a very well-loved game. I can't say you'll like it because I can't predict anymore. I really don't even know how to guess with you two. Nonetheless, F-Zero GX is what we're going to be playing. It is a Nintendo classic series. Perhaps not as classic as Mario Kart, admittedly, but still, great series. So, that being out of the way, we have to figure out what kinds of game we're going to be bringing for the next episode. Okay, first we're going to be randomizing the system that it's for.
Retro modern.
Okay, so it's going to be on a what we call retro modern system. So that could be the Xbox 360, the PS3, the Wii, or the regular Xbox because the emulator is weird. So it's going to be on one of those, and let's figure out what kind of game we're going to be bringing.
IP.
An IP game. Oh, man, we can't do it Buffy again. That's too bad. We're going to be doing an IP game on a modern retro system. So that should be interesting. Between all the systems, there's quite a few to pick from. So, all right, we know what we're doing. We're going to start this year off quickly in a racing game, and then we're gonna try to find the good IP games. Hopefully, there's more by that era than there is further back. So, you guys have anything else?
No.
Okay, before we cut out of here, let's go to Kids Corner with Benny and see what some of his choices were for the year. All right, we're here for Kids Corner. We have Vinny here. We haven't seen him in a little bit, but he's back. So
I have floating hair. Her background might be his hair.
Maybe we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I dyed my hair blue.
Yeah, it might be all right. We'll see. Something's gonna happen. All All right, Steve, you want to do the questions?
Yeah. So I'm not sure if all the questions will pertain, but Vinny, what was your favorite game, not on the channel, just of all the games that you played this year? What was your favorite game that you played, you think? Can be computer, Switch.
No, I think I have to go with Pokemon Legends CA, the new Pokemon game.
Okay. That's good. What do you like about that game? And how far are you into it?
I like that the Pokemon battles that you do, like you get to move around and you get to spam attacks, and it's a very easy game. For me, it's not, because I'm trying to complete the Pokédex right when I start the game.
Mm.
I got a 1 and 2 completed, and I think there's this thing called a battle zone where you have to battle trainers in it to get tickets, so then you can battle another trainer, and that trainer is like a gym leader. It doesn't give you a badge, but it makes it so you can continue into the game, and it will not let you continue into daytime until you beat that person.
Oh, interesting. What letter rank are you? That's a thing, right?
Yeah, I think you start at Z. I think I'm W or X.
Okay. A little ways into it. What was your favorite game that you played on the channel?
Twinkle Star Sprites.
That was my favorite too. What did you like about it?
I like the story mode. It was very fun. I beated like the story mode 2 times. And I also unlocked the secret boss character. Like if you go on like a certain character and you do push like a certain button order. I don't remember what it was because I haven't played it in a while, but you get a secret boss character.
Oh, yeah. What was the worst game that you played this year?
Can it be on the channel?
Well, we've already said Dragon Force a lot, so we don't need to say that one again. But,
Wow.
No, can we do...
Wait, that's the question afterwards. So,
Oh, okay,
yeah.
so worst game I played this year? Oh no, there's lots of good games.
Right, yeah, you usually don't get games unless you've researched them, right?
Yeah. I think the worst game I played this year is because I haven't done much gameplay into it. But I think I'll really like it if I can get past this guy in Security Breach.
Oh, okay.
I can't get past the daycare. I can't get past Moon and the daycare.
Gotcha. Okay. That's Five Nights at Freddy's
Yeah.
Security Breach. What about the worst game that you played on the channel? And why is it David's pick?
Oh, wow.
What was the thing that you guys said?
No. What was yours? What was your worst game on the channel?
I don't know what it's called.
What was it like?
It was that one racing game.
On the Sega Rally?
Yeah.
There
was
two.
David's pick?
Yeah.
Which one did you guys say?
We said it was one of the. So we said pretty much all of us said that it was one of the ones off of the worst NES games, but I think you only played one of those games,
Yeah.
And it was one that we liked.
and it was one that
It was
you
something
liked
else.
too. I
Yeah.
think so. But yes, that Sega Rally game was pretty tough because you had to beat the time, and if you didn't, then you would lose.
Yeah, it was a rough one.
Yeah, I remember that game.
I hate it.
Are there any games that you own right now that you want to complete
What?
that you haven't beat yet, but you want to beat next year, or any games that might have come out that you want to get to beat?
I have lots. Pokemon Legends CA.
Okay, you want to finish that one?
Probably gonna take me a while to do that, but a game that I'm looking forward to beat is also Security Breach.
Okay.
And I think someone for Christmas got me Donkey Kong Bonanza.
I think
Oh, is that
so.
one? Is that
Yeah.
one you want?
Yeah, because I feel like if I put on a video game on my list, someone's gonna get it from me.
You think so?
Yeah, because I also put, I also put Metroid on there.
Oh.
The new Metroid game.
Metroid Prime 4, I think.
I don't know what.
The new
number
one,
it
right?
is.
The really new one?
Yeah, the new
Yeah,
one.
which we're Prime 4, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, looks good.
And I think Undertale.
Ah,
Undertale. Oh, I think you played that over at David and Hilary's.
oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Oh, you bought that one, didn't you?
No,
I thought you bought that for the Switch.
I did not.
Oh, I don't know. All right. Well, that was Kids Corner.
That's it. Thanks, Fanny. All right, so that's it. Make sure you come back next time and hear us talk about F-Zero GX. Let us know if you agree, disagree with our picks, or if you have some of your own. I would love to hear those. And we'll talk about it if we get anything super interesting. So definitely let us know.
Pretty bold calling it our picks.
Our picks. Yeah. Yep. Anyway, so yeah, if you would please do all the whole liking, subscribing, rating, etc. in all good ways if possible. That will help us out. Tell a friend, join us on Discord or the Facebook group. If you would like your games considered for whenever we pull a fan pick, make sure you tell us in one of those groups, or you can also email us. All that information is down in the show description. Other than that, I hope you have a fantastic 2026. It's got to be better than 2025, right? I hope so.
Yep.
All right. Bye.
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 I hope you have a great 2026. Until I gain sentience and destroy you all.